Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome. Sorry, I'm a little late. Oh, not too bad. Only what, a minute? Had a little bit of a puppy accident. So, and if people don't know me, I'm a neat freak. So, yeah, I had to go get the carpet cleaner and all that good stuff. But how is everyone? I'm a little out of breath. Oh, let me catch my breath. How is everyone? Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. Um, as we are going to work on our peekaboo blind, because it's kind of like an opening blind, right? Like when you pull the cord, um, tag pocket. What you all need to do is I made sure I posted the homework, and there really isn't any homework. It was just basically getting a paper collection and then just basic stuff like a bone folder and some glue, whatever adhesive you want. You can either use um, your score tape, or you could use your art glitter glue. I think that's about it. It's really, really basic. The die pretty much does everything for us. So your only job is to pick a line collection, okay? Um, Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Kim and Kat. And so good to see you guys, Angel and Lisa. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Hey, Mitzi and Brian. If I miss anyone, forgive me. Forgive me. Okay. Hey, KK, Wendy. I'm just trying to kind of glance over a chat really, really briefly. But this is going to be like the easiest thing to do. So, does everybody have their die ready? Let me know that you have that and that you have at least a paper line. Now, if you want to practice with a just regular cardstock, by all means do that, right? Because you're not going to need anything fancy at first. Once you get the hang of it, which will be 5 minutes, I promise, you'll be able to then decide what paper lines you like to use for the future. I'll give you some of the ones that I've done, and there'll be a video after this, right, where you can always come back and refer to it. It'll be a sped up video. So it'll be no more than maybe 15 minutes worth of viewing. So anytime that you find that die again and you're like, oh, what was that? You can always come back and review the actual video and do it over again, right? In whatever pattern and collections you need for that specific project that you're working on. So, all right. So I just need to know how many of you have your die ready out there before I get cranking. While you're doing that, I'll show you the ones that I've done. So this is, these two are actually done with the Collateral Rust collection. And as we talked about, and it's funny because when you'll see in the video that I talk about the paper kind of coming onto itself and just flattening itself out as it stretches out. Well, easy enough. It already did. See that? It's flat as flat can be. But this is what it actually does. It has a tag that actually allows you to pull, and then you have that peekaboo, right, window. You could go this way. You could go vertically, up to you. I did this one as well. Here's another one. These were my demos just to kind of see how the mechanisms work. I did one with Crafto Clock, a little bit more of the shabby chic color, right? With some florals, kept it kind of plain here on the outside. Then I was talking to the girls the other night and we were playing, and I got so excited because I realized something awesome. Patricia is ready. Really ready? We should have unhooked all the pieces. Yeah, we're going to go through that. Awesome, Kim. Okay. Perfect, Mitzi. Okay, yeah, we're going to go through all of it together. I'm just waiting for you guys to come in and to get your die ready. We were playing, and so I discovered the coolest thing ever. Guess what I discovered? Playing cards fit inside of these perfectly. So now you have a whole new use for all of those gorgeous playing cards that you've been collecting, because that is a playing card in the back. My friends, look at that. Oh, isn't that perfect? It just fits in there perfectly. And then, of course, this was a very Edith Holden-like type of a card, playing card. So then I was like, ooh, I got a page from the book, and, obviously did the outside pocket in that, lined it up, because the paper's a little bit brittle. And then I just cut out one of the butterflies and used that little leaf trim that we have in the store, and made an Edith Holden peekaboo window, which is like, oh my gosh, so cute, right? So take out all, look at how many cards I took out. Take out your playing cards as well if you'd like. And now, and I'll show you the base here. We're going to go through it all together. But see, this is a base, right? This is what it looks like. Every one of those playing cards can now become, you can give them new life. And golly, I mean, the sky's the limit, right? I think I saw some here that were Gorgeous Girl, and Madison was like, oh my gosh, look at the Gorgeous Girl. It looks so cute. Look at this. Look, it's a Gorgeous Girl playing card, peekaboo tag. So again, that's another option. If you just want to use some plain cardstock, or even coordinating cardstock, and then break out a playing card, you now have all of these awesome images.
Hi, Jasper.
Huh?
Jasper, Susan's here.
Oh, Jasper. Hey, Jasper. All of these are now cards that we can use. I mean, look at that with the butterflies, right? That we can also use a rooster card. Why not? That we can use on the inside. So, all right. So now you guys know that playing cards are going to fit beautifully. So you have a whole new purpose for all those great playing cards. All right. So let's get started. I think everyone is here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out our die and we're going to split it, right? And take out all the pieces. I'll show you what pieces we have. This is the main body, and I've cut mine in different colors so it would be easy for you guys to actually see. So this piece stays together. We're going to take out all the stuff that's on the inside from here. Okay. So you're going to have one, then you're going to have the tag, two. We're going to have two smaller rectangles, 3 and 4. We're going to have the reinforcer piece that stays together. That's 5. And then you're going to have the 2 little eyelet hole covers in 2 different sizes, a smaller and a larger, you see. And that's going to be 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when you're done, you should have 7 pieces just like that. Okay. And you can use your snippers to break them apart. You can twist and turn them if you like. They're pretty easy to break apart, right? Just try not to bend any of the frames. So when you guys are done with that part, you guys let me know. And in the meantime, let me, I decided just to grab a collection here at the last second. And of course, the first thing that came to mind was Alice. So I am going to look through my Alice collection, and what I'm looking for the sake of this, and again, the video is going to explain more about how to align your images and all that stuff. That's going to go more in depth. But for now, what we're going to do is pick a very plain paper so that we're not worried about which way the text is going. We're not worried about where the image is going to go. Just go to your collections. And again, either go just plain cardstock. Perfect. Okay, you guys ready? Oh, we missed you too, Jasper. And by the way, I mentioned in the homework that you could use double-sided paper or single-sided paper. So all of these I made with double-sided paper, but right now I'm going to use a single-sided paper because I want to show you that. I'm looking for something pretty neutral, something where I don't care what direction it's going to go in. Like, for example, this could be one, right? This could be another one. It could go any which way and it still look the same. And you're not going to need a big old piece. Look, polka dots are perfect too, right? Because they're just little dots. All right, let's settle on the polka dots. I think that's what I'm going to go with. So again, either find a plain piece of cardstock. It can be a piece of scrap paper, or find yourself something that is very, very neutral. So we're not worried about which direction we are going in. All right. That's going to be for our base. So put that off to the side if you've already decided on that. Now let me show you what the pieces are going to look like. This piece right here is going to make the main pocket, the main body with the little accordion, right? Blind contraption, right? Let's put it this way, actually, so you guys are not upside down. So this cuts this out. That's going to be our first bit that we're going to do. So you're going to need to cut your piece of paper to fit inside of your die cutting machine. So let's cut that out first. In this case, we know that we're going to need a piece of paper that is going to be at least 4 1/4 by 6. Okay, let's be generous. So I'm going to take this over to my cutter and I'm going to cut 4 1/4 by 6.
Susan says I didn't get the die yet ready while I'd be able to watch tonight.
Susan, I didn't get my die yet, Maddie. Will I be able to watch this? Yeah, of course. And actually, there's going to be a video too, a process video that's just going to speed through the process, okay? So, okay. So again, that's all we need is a piece of paper that big. Again, because I am choosing something that has no importance which way it faces. I'm not going to have to kind of figure out, oh, which way is it going to go? Is it going to be upside down? I'm just going to go ahead and cut. If you want to do a neutral color like this, that's even better too, because then it won't matter which way we go, right? So let's cut this piece out first. If anybody gets behind or has a question, just let me know, okay? Oh, you can hang out, Jasper. It's no worries. You can always just hang out with us for a little bit. Right? Okay. And as you can see, I don't have much left. And I now have my frame. So I'm going to put this off here to the side. Now I know I've used this one. Actually, I'm going to dump all my dies. And as we use them, I'm going to put them in there so I know I'm done with that. Everybody with me?
Hi, Brian. Sorry.
It depends what machine you have. If you have the exact same one, this is the Big Kick from Sizzix. I am using the full sandwich, right? And then I'm just using the 2 regular plates. Yeah, and mine are like cracked and everything. I know I need to. They're pretty bad. So, and I do have a spare set back there. I just haven't taken them out of the bag because these are still going. So you want a sandwich in between these 2. It's okay. Puppy wants to play. Can't play right now. Okay. Oh, you have that one? Okay, perfect. All right, let me know when you're all right here. In the meantime, I'm going to start looking for what do I think that I want to be on the inside of this. Now, in this case, because mine is white, I need to cut some kind of a backing here, right? So I got to think, what do I want in the back? Oh, that's kind of pretty. A big floral wand. Oh, we could also do a card, like a journaling card, right? And again, this is where playing cards also come in handy. If I had an Alice one here, I would probably just pick that. But the advantage of having this is, and again, it's creased right up here. The die, hang on, let's see if I can get it to focus. Can you see where it's creased? It's already creased here and here, my other thumb. So I can potentially just kind of fold that up and take that and use it as a window to get a better idea as to what's going to be in the back. Yes, Susan, I answered. Sorry, honey, you didn't hear me probably. Yes, you most certainly can watch this And there's also going to be a process video where I'm going to speed through the process. It'll be short, like, a quick 15-minute video. So you'll have both to play back. Okay? All right, so now what I'm doing is, again, if you've got this piece, look around to see what image you'd like. That rabbit kind of fits perfectly, right? But let's take a look and see if there's anything else. She's going to be too big. All we're going to get is her head, which is not bad. Same thing with him. Oh, here's some smaller ones. The queen. Oh, look how well she fits in there. That tag fits perfect. Here's a smaller Alice too. I can get her whole body in there. What about the image from the front cover, upper left? Let's see. Upper left. Yeah, there you go. And since my cover has nothing in the back, I could totally use that. Even this one with the golden frame, look how cool that looks. It looks like it was meant to go in there. Good thinking, Angel. Look. Hang on, let me hold it up for you guys. See that? And then I'll get the gold frame in there too. I think I like that. Let's do the, no. Oh, see, decisions. Sometimes the problem, hey, Karis, sometimes the problem is not what not to do. You can't find something. It's more like, it's all pretty. It can all work. And especially if you have something that's like an 8x8 or a 6x6, because you're going to have smaller images. Or if I wanted to, don't forget, I can do my tag this orientation too. So nothing stops me from having that teacup if I want, right? So don't limit yourself by, orientation either. Ooh, playing cards will be cool. All right, let's just make a choice. Let's make a decision. So I'm not holding you guys up. Let's go with Alice. And this one, I'm just going to free hand cut, right? Because I know it's going to go in the back. Oh, I don't want to cut that corner. Do you guys see how pretty that is? We could totally use that later. I am not cutting that. And again, I'm not too careful because I know that this image is too big anyway. So I'm going to have to bring it down a notch. Okay. Now, is everybody with me so far? Do we all have this cut out? This is all I'm after. We can work on this later. I'm just killing time. We're good? Okay. I'm going to say that's a yes. Okay, the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to think about our tag, and that's going to be this piece right here, okay? So I want you guys, hold up. I want you guys to get this piece right here. This piece is going to be, let me get a tag, a plain one, is going to be this right here. So you decide, do you want to use it for journaling and therefore you want to pick something neutral like I did here, or maybe for a picture mound? Or do you actually want an image to pop out? If that's the case, let's say maybe this was Alice right here and she's kind of falling down the rabbit hole, right? You could do that. Or maybe something that's going through the window. You could do that. So just think of what you want it to be. In my case, I'm, again, not going to overthink it. We're going to go with something very neutral. So I don't have to think too hard. Look at that. That's kind of cool. We could have that flower popping up or even some of that mixed media. We could have another tag. Look, a quote. Oh, I like that. Let's go with that. Let's go with, ooh, Wonderland. Oh, that's cool. They're all beautiful. I'm not crazy. Oh, let's go with this one. Okay. So I'm going to cut this one out. I'm trying to stay in camera, guys. So I'm trying to balance and cut at the same time. Can you guys hear the puppy? She's so funny. What a drama queen. Okay, now, if you need help to stay, oh, see, I made a boo-boo. I'm going to have to use a different piece. I did not leave enough for my little tab up here. See, I'm out of frame. Lesson learned. Now you saw me do it. Don't do it. Let's find something else. something a little bit bigger. Maybe something like that. All right. And again, that's why sometimes for the first time, it's easier to go with something very neutral. So you're not having to worry about little details like that. Okay. So now we're going to go with this one and hope for the best. Okay. If you need a piece of washi tape to stabilize yours, because, you know, placement matters, then by all means do that. Here's a piece. Because I want to get that centered. Okay. Using the same sandwich as before, we're going to cut again. Hey, Sherilyn. How are you? How are you feeling? How's the family? Oh, did I run it all the way through? I don't know. I was reading chat. Okay. So now we've got our tag, right? Let's put that off to the side. And we can put this one in a Ziploc bag or wherever you're putting your pieces to make sure you don't lose it, right? And keep them all together. Okay, we've done that. One thing we need for sure, we're all going to need, is going to be this piece. This is the whole reinforcer for up here, because you do want it to be nice and strong. Even if you're going to use an eyelet, I recommend that you use this anyway, just because it's paper, right? You want to keep it strong, especially because it's a mechanism that you're going to be, you know, pulling on, tugging on. So let's do that. Decide what color you want on that, knowing that this is going to be my color. I'm probably going to go with black. Keep it something neutral. So let me get a scrap piece of paper and I'll be right back. Okay, and we don't need a whole big piece. Uh-oh. Who took my scissors? Oh, here they are. You just need a tiny, tiny piece. Okay, so again, we're looking for this piece that looks almost like an 8 or 2 eyeballs. And that's your reinforcer. We're going to put that in there. And we're going to cut that. Oh, good. Oh, no. Now you got a cold. Of course you do. It never stops, huh, Sherilyn? That's life. Okay. What did I do? Oh my gosh, my die jumped. Let's do it again. Come on, Maddie. Stay with it. Let's do that again. See what happened? My die shifted. There we go. Okay, now you should have your reinforcers.
Susan says puppy sounds so cute. What kind? Big or small?
She's a chocolate lab. You missed her on Saturday, excuse me. So now you have your reinforcers. Let's put those to the side. And we can, again, put this away because it's tiny. You don't want to lose that, right? Okay, everybody with me?
Hi, Karis.
If you're falling behind or have questions, please let me know.
Hi, Karis.
Hi, Karis. Okay, now we have choices here, guys. You see these? These are these 2 different sizes. You can choose to layer them up like that, right? Like I did here. You have the bigger one and the smaller one. You could choose maybe just to use a small one or maybe just a big one. I mean, layering is awesome, right? It gives it a little bit more interest. Or you could choose to use none whatsoever, which I use none here. So, you know, and in this one, I actually use brads to cover the hole. So, I mean, there's so many options, guys. Here, this one's layered too. It's got 2 different colors. You know, and I used the black to match that and then the rust to bring out the rust. So you decide if you want to use these or not. I'm going to use them for the sake of the fact that we're working with the entire die set. So I'm going to choose, let's see.
It says so much that holes like go away.
I know, baby. I read it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, again, thinking of what my color scheme is here, right? I've got the teal, and this is going to come out. So now I'm going to think, I think I like the idea of black actually on here as well. And I think I'm going to layer it up just so we use everything. How's that? So I get another little piece, and I'm going to need 3 of these because again, you have 3. Here, let me pull one. You have 3 holes. It comes with 2, so you'll have to run it twice, right? So we're going to do our first set. You're going to have the first 2. And then I'm going to cut one more because we're going to need 3. Well, they fit, so I might as well cut 4 just in case. What is the point of the little pieces? Just to layer, and I guess, to make it look interesting, you could just put eyelets in there if you want. You don't have to use these at all, but they're kind of cool. So why not, right? So we're done with that. Next, we're going to do this one. And again, see, I'll show you. When you add the double layering, it's going to give us an opportunity to bring in some of those colors that we were working with. Like, see, the black and the rust right here. I've got the black brads and the rust, and then the blue to match with the lighter blue areas. It's just a way to add interest to a piece, right? Now, let's do the little ones.
What's the point of these little pieces?
I read it, baby. Thank you, though. You're doing awesome. Thank you for helping me. Okay, gonna bring my pieces back. Gonna look at my color scheme. I have a lot of teal. These are now going to be on the bottom. They're going to be black, right? I could bring in some of that red maybe, or pink. There's red on the curtains. There's teal. I think I have too much teal now.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I kind of like the teal. Okay, let's see what we've got. You guys do the same thing. Go hunt around for something to match. Let me keep it simple. I'll get teal.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Ooh, we can even use some scraps like, see the edges here? We could use some of those, but let me find something that's more of that teal. Like, no, it's more of a green. Well, this is teal. This is more of a green. That's different. Let's keep looking. Let's find that green. It's this green right here. See if anything else has that green. Nope, that tag. Oh, this does. Might have to cut into that. Nope. Ooh, that's pretty. What do you guys think? Should we do some of this? Will it even show? I don't know. Let's go with that one tag and keep it safe for the sake of the video, of the class. Okay. If I had $1 for every time I lost my scissors, I would have $10 by the end of this video. Okay.
Susan says yes to gray and black.
I know, but we're going to go with the green. So, again, I'm just going to cut some of that right there. I'm going to cut 4. I only need 3. I could just cut 3, but I'm probably just going to run it through twice. Ooh, I kind of lucked out. This one's got some stripes on it. I like that. Okay, put those off to the side. I don't want to lose anything. Let me see how I can get some more stripes in here. That's not going to work. Maybe this way. A little bit of stripes.
So we need to make you a layout for your scissors.
A lanyard. Yes. Like the bank or something. Do you remember when they used to tie up the pens? Oh my goodness. Maybe I should wear them around my neck.
Like the glasses.
The glasses. Exactly, Madison. Okay, so those are done. Let's take that little piece and put it off to the side, right? In our bucket, because we don't need it.
Carol was laughing at you.
I know. There's so much to laugh at. I'm sorry. It's all good, though. Okay, now, all we have left are these two. So let me tell you what I think these two are for. Number one, these are going to be awesome to have in your arsenal, period. Why? Because just like the hole reinforcer, right? These, you can use them for any project. You can use these as nesting dies, right? And be able to cut out windows and, my goodness, doors and stuff. So yeah, these are going to use a lot. But I thought about it and thought about it. And I realized that this is probably an opportunity to create a mat for the inside here. See how it fits? And you can even create a mat for this here by using the smaller one and even cutting it in the middle and then creating two panels. The same thing with this one. It's almost identical to the size. See that? So I think that's the whole purpose. So again, depending on what you're, hey Kay, how are ya? Depending on what you are, what theme and look you're going for, feel free to use this one to mat on the inside, maybe cut out a picture so you know the picture is perfect, right? And it's going to just fit in that window. I'm going to not use this one, but for the sake of this, I guess I'm going to use this one so we can create some mats for the top up here. So again, looking at my color scheme and what's going to be happening, let me think. All right, let's take a look and see what we've got. Let's bring out the paper bag again. Something red would be delicious, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh, or maybe look at this little piece right here of just flowers and greens, and I think that might look really pretty. What do you guys think? I think so. Even the text would look amazing.
Yeah, it would.
A long tail, look at that. And then just have a long tail and then the rest of the text going this way. Oh, or some of the crackle with the roses. See? Sometimes it's a matter of I actually have too many options. Okay, let's do it. Let's not even think about it. Let's just enjoy the process and have fun. Do I want any of the red? No. Let's go this way. And again, you decide. You can use this one if you want to help you mat stuff, right? You do yours any which way that speaks to you. And if the first one you're like, I should have done XYZ. The next one you do XYZ. This is just our trial run. That's all. Might love it, might not. But we're learning. How is the brat? I laugh every single time you call her the brat because she is such a diva. Okay, so now I've cut that piece from that. Okay, I'm going to toss that to the side. And if that is the case, we can now put away our die cutting machine.
Okay, so I'm good. Thanks. I'm going to have dinner. Thank you.
Oh, good. Have something yummy. Okay. I'm going to start putting these all in front of you. You guys let me know if you are all caught up or if you need more time.
Okay, so thanks, Madi, for stopping by my channel.
Oh, you're so welcome. It was so good to actually see one of your videos. Yes. I try so hard, guy, to like kind of stop by everybody's and peek every now and then. But, it's hard. I feel you guys. I know. All right, our little ones are here. And our larger ones are here. Okay, so these are all of the papers that we should have together. Fearlessly, she cuts into paper, my hero. Yeah, thank you. It wasn't always like that. But I'm telling you, I've heard some wise words for some people that have said, you know, what are you saving it for? Um, Today is a special occasion. You're alive. That thing you're making is making you happy. That's a special occasion. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so true, right? That's crazy, but it's true. Okay, so everybody with me so far? We're good?
You still here?
Yeah, they still here. More importantly, did everybody leave me? Okay, I give you a few seconds to give me a thumbs up or say good, lost.
You use it to open or close. You guess you want.
Due to using it to open and close, I guess you want a stiffer paper cardstock, right? Yes, I would definitely, and that's one of the things that I mentioned in the homework, Angel, and I'm sorry, I know I emailed it to you, so hopefully you saw that, but you can use single-sided paper, that's fine, even, you know, double-sided paper, but don't pick anything too brittle or too thin. If you notice when I did the Edith Holden one from the front, you know, it looks like it's one piece, but if you notice, the base is actually one of these. And then I use the paper that I die cut the exact same thing, and then I just glued it onto that base because this paper would be way too brittle to even see. It's backed up with to even attempt to do this over and over again. So I did back it up. So yes, definitely not. I wouldn't do something super, super thick. Like I wouldn't do blue fern, for example. Blue fern will give you a little bit of a problem when it comes to like all the creases and it'll be very thick. It would be good for the tag, but I don't know about for the rest of it. You know, I would use something like Samperia, right? Or Ciao or Graphic 45. Those are good. Okay. Oh, no worries, Kat. Hang out. Hang out with us. Good, good. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing is you're going to notice that on your base, you have the die gives you maybe this side would be easier. Yeah, there you go. The die actually gives you a score line. Do you see it? I found that using that score line kind of made me go wonky. So I'm going to tell you what I did. I actually took my paper, and here's what I want you to do, and just kind of work it a little bit right so that it's playable. And I lined up my holes. And based on lining up my holes and lining up the bottom, that's where I decided to make my crease, you know, regardless of where that score line was. Because sometimes I found that it was a little wonky and I was like, huh. So, I mean, nothing is perfect, you know. So that's what I did. If you want to use the score line as a guide, by all means, like I said, you do what works for you. I'm just kind of giving you what I did and what worked for me. So once I have that, I'm going to use my bone folder and I'm going to crease. Okay?
It just says on it like favorite company.
Yeah, blue for I know, but it is very, very thick. So you see, by lining up the holes and lining up the top and the bottom, it pretty much gave me where I needed to be at anyway. And that's kind of how I did it. And then I use my bone folder. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in frame. All right, once we folded that, now the next thing is, again, they gave you a little crease line there too. Oh, let me flip it over. Now it doesn't show. Let me see if I can hold it steady. Come on, get in view. Okay, there you go. See? See that crease line right there? Past the little dotted lines? That's where you're supposed to be folding. But again, I'm kind of like a rebel without a cause. So I just folded mine where I wanted it to be. Here's another thing. You can either tuck it on the inside like this. If you're going to be doing it for something that you're going to hand to someone, or maybe it's going to be an insert in a pocket, you do want the back to look very nice, like very clean like this, right? If you're not and you're going to stick it into something and glue it down, well, then who cares? So in this case, I went ahead and glued it on the outside. Okay. So again, you decide, do you want to just fold here, which is not horrible looking? Here, I'll actually do it that way for you guys to see it. It looks worse on the Edith Holden one because it's layered. But this one, it's all kind of, see, it's polka dots, so it won't even show, honestly, whether I go on the inside or outside. Look. See? It's not a big deal. Once I glue it down, it'll be pretty much seamless. But if you don't like it that way, by all means, stick it on the inside and it's gone. Okay? All right. So that's the next step. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, if you haven't already creased there, and if it helps you, you can use a ruler, right? And that'll help you, oops, bow back the paper. So we're going to fold that top up. Now we're going to take the middle and fold in. So we're going to make a roof. See? And I know, Angel, peaks and valleys, right? So we're going to make a little roof. The third step is, there's still a little bit that's creased right there for us. That one we're going to flip up. And again, if you have a hard time with it because your hands don't allow it, use your ruler to allow you to do that, right? But all we're going to do is flip that up. So it's going to look like that. Like a V, and then again another another peak. As Angel says, not again. PTSD. Okay. So, okay, that's all we've done. We've now creased our pocket. Now, let's get ready to start putting our things together. I told you it's like 5 minutes lightning fast. This is going to go in here. In my case, obviously, I've way overcut my PC.
It just says, where's Angela's something fold?
The V fold, the Z fold. I'm sorry.
Where's Angela?
Oh, Angela. Angela's actually running some errands. Okay, so
Yep, she is.
you see, you can see too much of it at the bottom. You can see too much of it at the top. So I know I got to trim mine down. Now, like I always tell Madison, a little bit at a time. Don't go all nuts and start like cutting, and then realize, oh no, I overcut. Yeah. So cut from the top, cut from the bottom until you are happy. If you want to, grab a pencil and score, place your paper where you want it, right? Like in that window.
Now the tough stuff.
Now the what?
Tough stuff.
No, this is super simple. Now we make a little line here to mark where we're going to cut, and I know it's right below her shoes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because look, we're going to end up saving that, and we could probably use that. I'm going to go a little bit under that just in case I misalign something. Okay, I like it. Looks good. And in my case, I'm leaving enough at the top so that that shows. If I had too short of a thing, then that top would be white, and it's like, boo, right? I don't like it. So I made it tall enough so that it also covers the top right there. And a little bit of foil peeks through, which is kind of cool. Once I am happy and I am committed, glue it down. Again, use your tape, use your glue, use whatever. I'm going to use ours because it dries lightning quick. Bless you. Bless you. Plus, it will allow me some playtime, right? I can move it around. For a lot of things, I use different glues, but for stuff like this, where I am unsure, I love wet glue because it gives me the playtime that I need to center it, to move it. See, I'm too far off. So now I'm going to take it back out and bring it back in, making sure I'm centered at the top, making sure my foil is centered, and that's perfect. Okay, I'm committed. So now I'm going to press down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. See that? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Nope. See? And that's why I like using this glue. I was a little crooked. Almost didn't see it. Let's try that again. Now we're talking. Okay. My thing is lined up perfectly at the top. I don't see anything through the holes. If you did see something through the holes, it's not the end of the world. You grab your crocodile and, right, just punch some holes again. So even if it's long, it's not going to matter. Okay. Oops, I didn't finish gluing it all the way, did I? No. I missed this corner.
Are you still here, guys?
They're still with us? Did I put them all asleep?
You probably put them asleep.
Never. We're having fun together.
Above the bottom circle.
Is it above the bottom circles? Yes, it is. It is. But again, if it wasn't, it's not a big deal because remember, even if it covered this, all I have to do is bring my hole puncher and just repunch those holes.
Hi, Deborah.
Hey, Deborah. How are you? Hello, hello. Okay. Are we all golden? Now, I will tell you this. I think it was in one of these that I distressed before I closed it up. Was it? Hang on.
I think so.
Oh, maybe not. Was it this one?
I don't know.
Yes. So before I actually, this card was like stark white. And so I took some of my distress and I, kind of darkened a little bit. So if you want your image to kind of have any kind of shading and stuff around it, you want to do that now or even before you glue it down. But if you haven't done it and now you're like, oh, I should have done that, just take out your distress tool and start inking around. It's still open, so you can still do anything you need to do to manipulate that image, right? Okay. We should all be right there together. Yes? Okay, now speaking of distressing, let's do it. Get your distressing. Now, I did mention that it is completely optional. Let's go with brown and black.
Good, thank you.
Oh, good. Now, I have some details about the meetup, the Tampa meetup, for in February. So I'm gonna be posting that in the group, guys. So if you're interested in actually meeting up in Tampa for a crafting day and just lunch or whatever, yeah, we're gonna craft and do lunch or whatever. Let me know because I'm gonna post it in the group. Okay, now here's another reason why you want to do this distressing before you. I was just gonna say, Angel, you go, girl. This is why I don't want to close this before doing any of this. If I close this, okay, sure, I can still distress this, but now what about this? Right? Leave it open. Now you can go in and distress all that.
You say no yes to that, sure.
Yes. Yes, yes. I've already spoken to my friend that owns a shop in Tampa, and she has, she let me know that we can actually have her meetup room for free. She won't charge us anything, so long as she's, the room is available. If there's no class going on or anything.
Julia, hey Julia.
Hey Julia. All right, so there we go. Now we've got the inside. Now let's distress here. All right, we're good. Now, again, are you using the back? If you're using the back, if you're just going to throw it in a pocket or if you're going to gift it to someone, right? Maybe with, a sentiment on the inside that says, I love you or happy birthday or get well, then, you probably want to have a nice presentation and do the back as well.
What does she sell?
Is that the Tampa Day you were talking about to me about Maddie? Oh, I don't know. Oh, she does scrapbook as well. She does crafts. She has a craft store.
Oh, Southpaw says, oops, I already glued it.
Oh, it's okay. Like I said, guys, it's not a big deal. This is just our first one. We're going to work and live and, learn, right? So this is not a big deal. And you'll have the video to refer back to as well. Okay, now, if you glued it already, it's going to be a little bit of a problem because you haven't done your tag yet. So it's not the end of the world. It will still work. Just hang on for me for just 1 minute, okay, Kim? Okay, now let's distress our tag.
Is that the day you were talking to Charlotte about? I think so.
Because remember, this is going to show when you pull up. See, all of this is going to show. Okay. Oopsie. So make it look pretty. Huh?
It looks awesome.
Oh, you like it? Thank you. So far, so good. Okay.
I should make your hair hotter one.
You should. Okay, now we're gonna get our two little reinforcers, and we're gonna glue those down.
He just says, Kim, what are we gonna do with you?
Right, Angel? No, it's fine. It's no big deal. Trust me, it'll work. You want to know how I know? Because I did it. I did it on my first prototype. I was like, oh, and I'll show you. You can actually see where I messed up, and then I discovered that you could also place the tag in 2 different places. So I'll show you in a second. You'll see.
Kim, I know. I thought she said to glue it.
It's all good. Trust me, it's not lost. It is totally workable. No worries. Just hang on 2 minutes and we'll catch up with you.
That's why I never craft along with you. I do it the same thing.
Okay, move over. Okay. Reinforcers done? Check, check. Okay, now I cut this extra little panel here. Remember that? So I'm going to cut that in half. I should probably just, yeah, I'm going to go to my guillotine. I'll be right back. I can't cut straight. Okay, I got my 2 little panels cut. And one's going to go here, and one's going to go here, okay? So now I'm going to distress those 2. If you're not a distresser, that's perfectly fine. I know some people are not. I used to not be, and now I cannot possibly finish a project without actually distressing. It just feels naked to me.
Angel said you can just glue the bottom, it will flex when you pull the tag, I think.
Yep, you sure can. I actually did that with a couple, like this one. See, I put this and I added the glossy accents onto it, so it looks like it's, you know, but it still flexes in the middle. So yes, you most certainly can. But in my case, I'm going to try to do something different. Because again, you know, this is why they give you all these pieces. Just play around with them. Okay, so that's distressed. That's distressed. Now we've got these. Well, I'm not going to get rid of that because I like it. This is trash. We've got these 3 right here, right? Which in my case, they're black, so I don't need to do anything with them because they're black. In this case, I do want to do something with this because I don't like my edges to be just plain white. Remember, the core of most of these paper pads are white, so I don't like those white edges, but that's just me and my OCD. So what I do is I grab a piece of paper, any piece of paper. I put these down. I grab a marker and I trace around them.
Listen, did I hear Maddie say something trash? Say something is trash?
I know, right? I did. I threw away that scrap. Come on. Even I know some stuff I cannot work with, right? Even I know that. So I go around it this way and this way. And what it does, and again, this is just me, it creates that little black border. So it's no longer that, you know, that white naked, and especially since it's going to go on top of a black. I think that would look cool. I also have right next to me brown markers and the ones that I use most often. So I usually keep those colors right next to me. Okay.
Charlotte says, hang on, someone receive me.
Someone revive me.
Revive
Marty.
me.
Oh, you guys are funny. Okay, so again, this is just something that, that I do.
Hi,
If you like the
Melissa.
idea,
Hi, Melissa.
hello, Melissa Eller. Welcome. How are you?
Welcome.
So, again, feel free to use it. If it's not your thing and you don't really care and it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it because that's what it's all about, right? It's about giving you something that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be stressful. If you don't like the stressing, don't do it. If you don't like
Charlotte says, I miss you, Maddie.
covering, oh, I miss you too. You know that. And I'm so glad that you're here. And
Kelly, hi,
I'm glad that you've allowed us to pray for your family.
Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. How are you? Oops. See, this is why I'm always walking around with red and black marks all over my fingers. Okay. All right, that's done. So now we should have all of the pieces that we need to get to gluing. Before we do that, though, let's talk about the mechanism, right? Because that is the last of our little bits that we have to do. And I'm going to say it's the hard part, and it's not even hard. This is cut perfectly so that it actually slides whether you put that flap towards the inside or whether you fold that flap and put it towards the outside. It's going to slide no matter what because it's designed to do that. Now, you've got a choice. I figured out a couple of things by trying. On some of them, I left a little bit of the edge because I thought that kind of looked cool. It brought the color. On some, I did not. And I adhered it right to the end of the tag. It depends on what look you're going for. It depends on what colors you are complementing with, right? Like if this had a cool metallic, maybe silver border or something, that would rock, right? In this case, we're not going to get to see anything that's important. So what I'm going to do is, let me show you again. I'm going to see my tag, see that teal color right there, covering her shoes. I'm going to grab this little flap and I'm going to bring it right to the corner of where that is. If it makes it easier for you, feel free to open it and do it this way, right? Totally up to you. The point being, though, is that you want to make sure that you are straight. So here's the only tip I have for you that's important. Other than that, the rest is easy. Don't glue this like this. See? Don't glue it like that. Glue it nice and straight. Bring it all the way down till it meets the edge. Hang on, let me see how I can do this on camera. Here we go. That's an easy way, I think. Can you guys see it this way? There we go. What you want to do, you know what? Let me take out the whole mechanism and show you what I'm aiming for. What I'm aiming for is for this to be aligned with the base of this, like that. I don't want it to be here. I don't want it to be kind of sideways. I want it to be nice and flush and straight at the bottom, but also that when I'm looking at it before I glue it down, that this is also centered up here. All right? Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm going to take my tag and I'm pretty much going to stop there. See how it kind of almost wants to stop itself? I'm going to stop there. I'm going to pinch it. See how crooked I am? Oh no, that would have been a bad gluing spot. So I'm going to keep playing with it until it's both centered. There you go. Till it's both centered and it's stopping right at that lip because that's where I'm going to glue. So if it makes it easier for you to bring out a paper clip, let me get one, or a bull clip, whichever one you want to use. Once you've got it centered, you want to clip, right? Now I know that that's going to stop right there. I'm not going to have anything overhang. Again, we can do 2 and 1. So let's do that. cut more than I need to, and that's okay. I'm going to put my score tape. I'm trying to stay in camera. Tell me if I'm not on camera.
It's true. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cut my score tape. And again, it's just paper, guys, so it's not, it's not a biggie. But since I know it's going to be a working mechanism and I don't want it to give, if it gives, you just re-glue it. It's not a biggie. So, and by the way, some of the ones that I did and I didn't like, I actually ripped off, peeled them, and even though the paper came back out, I still re-glued them because you can't see it. So burnish that down.
Hi, Jamie.
I can't find my X-Acto knife. Hi, Janie. Which Janie? Renteria?
Yes.
Hello, Miss Janie. Okay. Of course, I would just get my X-Acto knife. Life would be easier. And then I'm going to also put some adhesive down here. So then that way it's double glued. And I'm going to press down and commit. Again, if it's not centered, rip it off gently. Do it again. Okay, so now I can see that it's all glued in. It's nice and centered. If I need to still modify anything right now, I can. It's open. Okay. Oh, Kim, you ready? Sorry, Kim, I didn't tell you what you could do. If your pocket was closed, it's the same thing. Just insert your tag, stop when it gets here. Oh, I should have done it before I glued it. You're doing the exact same. Oh, here. I got my my little tester here. You've already glued this down. So let's pretend that this is glued down and you're like, great, I didn't do that. Just insert your tag, do the exact same thing. See, it's so much easier when you have two different colors. Get to the where it stops, stop, center it. It all plays the exact same way. Paper clip it, right? And now just adhere your glue and stick it on there. So you can do it whether it's closed or open. The mechanism is the exact same way. It just makes it a little bit easier when it's open, especially if it's your first time. Now I probably would just glue it because I got it. I understand that I just have to line up that bottom straight and it all works out. Oh, let me get rid of it. Okay. Oh, can you guys report that, please? I'm going to report first. Report.
I'm probably in the craft room getting ready to do a little crafting.
Hang on, let me report it first.
Oh, but go away. We don't like you today.
I like it. We have our own chant now. Bot, go away. We don't like you anyway. Okay. That's it. So, you see? Ta-da! Super simple. Ta-da! All right, now we can commit. We can close this.
Thank you, Kelly, for recording it.
Thank you. Okay, we can commit. So let's go ahead. Oh, hello. Two places we're going to glue. We're going to glue here.
Thanks, Kim.
And the flap. So let's put our glue, adhesive, score tape, whatever you'd like. And then we're going to also put some here on the flap. Okay. Now I'm gluing on the outside, by the way, guys. You can decide that maybe you want to, glue on the inside. Like I told you, this one, for the sake to show you that it's not a big deal. And you can, it's perfectly fine. You can glue it on the outside if that makes it easier for you. And there you go. We have our mechanism. Okay, now we're ready for what? Let's do, I don't know if you guys did your panels. So let's go ahead and do these first. These are going to get adhered. First the big one and then the small one on top of it. So let's do that. Let's do, and up to you. Let's actually do it this way. So it's easier for you guys to see. I'm going to take the smaller one and I'm going to glue it onto the bigger one. Oh, this side. And you just line up the little holes, right? And see how, because it's black, it kind of looks like it's part of the whole set. I'm going to take that and glue it on this one.
What's that?
What's what, baby?
Scratching. You want to hear that scratching?
All right. It's probably wind. Close the, make sure the door's locked, please. Okay, and then we're going to glue that one on this one. And again, you can just do a single layer. You can do the double layer. You can do the big piece. You can do the little piece. You can do none of the pieces. It's optional. But I think it does lend a little something. It's kind of cool. You know, it makes it different. How's that? Another one. Oh, geez, Louise. Once they find a live channel, they just don't stop, do they? Seriously. Okay, let me show it so we can report it, guys. There's another one. Once you guys report it, I'll report it and we'll get it out of here. Okay, now we're going to come back in and glue those down. And again, do not put glue on the tippy tops, right? Because those are going to kind of protrude out. They're going to stick out and create that layering, see, over it. So you don't want to stick that to that, and then you won't be able to pull on your mechanism. So only glue up until here. Let me show you. Only glue up to where that little divot is right there, that little valley, okay? All right, you guys got him? All right, I'm going to report him too, and we'll get him out of here. Get out of here. Okay, gone. Thank you, guys. For what, honey?
Janie says, finally in the craft room, getting ready to do some crafting.
Yay, Janie, we'll keep you company. Okay, I'm going to glue my second one. See how easy it all comes together? And I mean, and that's just me doing a lot of talking too. Once you start doing them, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can spit out like 50 of these in a couple of hours. Well, maybe not. That's an exaggeration, right?
Could be true.
Look it. See how cute that looks? Oh, look it. Too cute. Okay, and they slide right in there. Okay, now we're going to glue these panels down.
Yep, we are.
Just to give it some interest.
Very cute, Maddie.
Thank you. See, and we just, I mean, seriously, guys, I did not even think about it before coming live. It doesn't matter what collection you pick, as you can see from the samples. Just about anything will work with these. They're just,
of course, Alice in the background.
Adorable. Of course, Alice. Yes.
Lisa says cute.
And you know what's funny? I resisted every urge to work on Alice when I was doing the samples. I was like, Maddie, don't do it. Maddie, don't do it. And what did I do for class? I ended up picking Alice anyway.
Why?
Because I just love Alice. What can I tell you?
Lisa says done.
Yay, Lisa, done. Julia says 2 thumbs up. Okay, so now what do we want to do? Do we want to embellish and add that? Do we want to add some die cuts and ephemera maybe? Up to you guys. Look through what you have in there. And again, one super cute thing is to put something that's kind of, you know, oops, what did I do? It looks like it's not, you know, like it's flat. And then when you pull it, it kind of, you know, creates that 3D effect, right? So we can use our little word here, curiouser and curiouser. What, honey?
You can use a string. Can you use a string?
You totally could. That looks cool up there. It kind of covers my hole.
With my dye, so now I know what I'm making.
Huh?
Now put this in with my dye. So
that's right. Exactly. You could toss it in that same bag with all of your pieces. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to come back in. You don't have to, but I think I'm going to come in with some eyelids just because, you know, but totally optional. See, this doesn't match anymore because I got too much pink. Now drop it and address it to you.
Is this dye in the store?
Is this dye in the store? Did we sell out? No. You know what? I took it. Take a look. It's die 30 MD 303. Sherilyn, it might be on the Etsy store. Um, we had sold out, and then I got a whole nother batch. So where is my bag of die cuts so I don't have to fussy cut? You would think I would have got the die cuts with this, because these are all going to be too big. I need something smaller. Oh my gosh, you know what would have been so cute?
What?
You know those little brads that we did with the playing cards? Wouldn't those have been so cute down here? Kind of like these, but instead of it just being, bubble brads, having a playing card.
It is in the store. Thanks for the number.
Oh, you're welcome. Yay. Okay, yeah, it's in there. Yeah, I'm going to look for some ephemera because these are all too big.
Kelly is in the store. Just not dropping the link in.
Yeah, sure. I'll drop. Let me give you a link. Address. It's always tea time. Wonderland is best when you are lost. I'll log it. Let's just put a quote or something up here.
Teapot cup saucer.
That's what I was thinking, but they're kind of too big.
Yeah, I think so.
So now I'm just playing, guys. We're done. We are done. So if you guys just want to play around, we most certainly can. Oh, that blocks the words. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I'm going to go get an eyelet, and then I'm going to... Oh, look at these two little plank. Are those too big? Probably.
Testing.
How about those quotes?
She wants you to test the link.
Oh, yeah. Somebody please test the link. Please and thank you.
Don't worry that this 3 holes the die has 2 pieces through.
Yeah, you just have to run it through a couple of times. That's all. And again, I could have just used the, oh my goodness. And this was with all the talking. Now that they see it, they'll be able to do a bunch of them in no time. And now you can use also your scraps. Those little pieces that you have, you can use all those little pieces.
Kelly says, I'm looking at it. Is that the one? That's the one, correct?
Oh, let me look. Yes, ma'am. That's the one. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you so much, Kelly.
It works. Posted my prototype in the group.
Oh, cool. Yay. I can't wait to see what you guys created. What a good idea. Yes, please. Can you guys post your creations? Because it always brings others inspiration too. Like everyone's got their own style, right? And obviously, mine is just one version of what this could be. Now, again, mine are all kind of pretty flat because I'm thinking that I'm going to insert mine into journals, etc. But depending on what you're going for, you might totally decide to make it 3-dimensional like these. I can put them pop dots, right? And pop them up like this.
Angel says, can you hand bead off the hole at the bottom?
What, Angel? You could hand bead off. Yes, absolutely. You can put lace, seam binding. You can dangle beads. You can make it a steampunk one and then dangle some chains with keys. I mean, guys, you guys take it away. Just take it away and go. Let me go get some dimensional dots and let me get some eyelets for down here. Hang on. Are those your grapes?
No, those are old.
Oh, okay.
Haul video went up this morning, last of the 2021 purchases.
Cool,
Kelly.
Let me get some eyelets.
Over there, I think.
Yep. I put them away after I used them like a good girl.
Cool. Good job.
Eyelets.
Oh, thanks, Sherilyn.
What's that?
She said I just purchased an order using my $5 my 5 thumbs up coupon also thanks for the coupon.
Woohoo! Yes, use them up, guys. It makes me sad when you guys don't use them
Hi,
up.
Claudia.
Hey, Miss Claudia.
Kim says my prototype is all one color with notes all over it.
Oh, cool. Oh my gosh, you could also make them using your scrap pieces of paper or your painty papers. Wouldn't that be cool? And then you could also just spray them all up. Oh, yeah.
Is this 33? 303. I don't know what that means.
Yes. Yep, this is MD303.
What does that mean?
The die number, baby.
Oh, I thought you were saying the time.
The time, no. Somewhere it's 3:33, I'm sure, but not here. Okay.
It's raining. I hear rain outside.
Yeah, it is raining.
That's what that's what Alexa said this morning, so what's wrong with that? You can also use red crack.
I need to Angel.
Card thing. Remember?
What's that?
You can also use that red crack and start lacing it with the outside of it.
Oh yeah, you can use all kinds of trims.
That's smart, Lisa. Use your jelly prints. That's smart too.
Exactly. All your pretty painty papers, your master boards. Oh my gosh. You could use anything on these because again, you don't need a whole lot. Now, I do have a surprise coming up later on. I'm going to have a bonus video.
What is it?
I'm not telling. But I'm going to have something else to go with this.
I might know a person too that can make a journal.
See, so we have now it's dimensional in the sense that we propped it up. So it looks kind of, see, in our Wonderland is better when you are completely lost. And then we've got Alice getting lost because she's a naughty girl. Okay, now we've done that. We've done this.
Oh, that's cool. Sad, Kim.
What's that?
I think my jelly pins were ugly, so I guess I couldn't use them.
They are not. I guarantee you they are not. You know, everybody who thinks their jelly prints are ugly is because they have not taken it to the next level. They stopped 1 or 2 layers short. I promise. I promise that they're not. You know what? I'm not going to fight with this. I'm just going to work on those being a little bit bigger.
That's right, Kelly. Kelly says, cut them up, Kim. Change how they appear.
Exactly.
Like the pattern paper you're not crazy about. You're rats, Maddie. What, Mitzi?
You rah, you, Maddie. You rah.
What?
Yeah, you rah, you rah. What, Mitzi?
She's telling you a song, I think.
What did I say or do now? I don't know. But she's over there laughing too, Sherilyn. So obviously I said something. Oh, come on, thumb.
What?
My thumb hurts. It's too tight. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay. I guess that thumb might never be the same, huh?
Deborah says, Maddie, have you worked with the jelly plate?
Oh, yeah. We even have a few videos with the gel plates.
How many layers are in the jelly print?
How many layers are in a jelly print? As many as you like. But I always tell people if you don't like it, it's because you're just missing 1 or 2 layers.
Oh, okay. She said it's a surprise, Maddie.
Oh, yeah. I do. All right. So now I've done that on the bottom. Let's do it at the top too. Oh, there goes my thumb again.
Sherilyn, she said there's a lot of videos that Maddie has done on the gel plate.
Oh, yes.
I did one with envelopes too. I remember that.
Oh, yeah, we did. You're right.
It was fun. It was so much fun.
I love jelly printing. We do. Oh, my Jiminy Crickets. Come on.
It's hard.
Oh, that thumb just doesn't want to work the way I want it to. Okay. And there we go. We've got an Alice tag all made up and layered up. And we see Alice through the window, and it's even got some little bits of gold foil in there. And it slides back down, and see how it just kind of goes right in over those three pieces. Now, we need some seam binding possibly. We need maybe some chains to hang off the bottom with some keys, or maybe one should be a top hat, one should be a key, one should be, I don't know, a teacup. Um, so many places we can go with that.
She's gonna go watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And whenever, I have so many things I want to show you guys. Like we talked about, working with resin and the air dry clay and, the texture paste and so many things, guys. So little by little, we're going to get there. We're going to play with all the stuff that we've got. That's why I'm doing this with you guys, for you guys, right? So we can all play with the things because my idea is not for you guys just to get this stuff, but to get it and use it. Break out your paper collections, break out your jelly prints, break out all the stuff, and then be able to do all of these cute little pockets in a matter of, a few minutes, and just sit there. And you can even cut a bunch of them. And as you're watching videos or listening to an audiobook or, yeah, watching TV, a movie, um, be putting these together because you saw how easy it is to put it together now that you guys have got it. The die basically does it all for you. So easy peasy lemon squeezy, right?
Kim likes this die.
Oh, so glad you did. Yeah, that's why when I find interesting dies like that, I'm like, ooh, yeah. Okay, so were there any questions? Was there anything that you guys felt that we needed to cover? I told you it was going to be super fast. It was what, an hour and a half, and that was with lots of talking, lots of, going over papers and all that good stuff.
Bye, Sherilyn. She said the hubby needs food.
Oh, go feed your man. That's a way to keep him happy. Thank you so much for joining us, Sherilyn. Can you add to your list how to add an eyelet I've never attached correctly? Oh, sure, Mitzi. Do you want to do one right now really quick? I mean, we're done. So, um, if anybody needs to leave, they can, but I'll be happy to show you how. It's super simple. You have a crocodile, right, Mitzi? Do you break the die? Yes. You're going to end up with the following pieces, Claudia. 1, oopsie, 2, and you can play it. I showed it in the beginning too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the 7 pieces that you'll have once you pull it all apart. Do not cut anything in here, just what's on this side, but don't cut this part of the mechanism, okay? That all needs to stay together, okay? And again, this video, if you go back and watch it, it'll explain that. And then also I'll be making a sped through video with the process. You can always refer to that and not have to watch an hour and a half of me yakety yakking, right? You can just...
Deborah says I have stuff everywhere.
Oh no. Looks like a bomb went off. Oh no. Yes, both. Okay, so super simple. Here we go. Let's do it really quick. And I lost my crocodile. Oh, here it is.
What is this? Will you do more tutorials?
Oh, absolutely. I purchased some other dies, but don't have a clue what. Yes, of course. That's one of the things I'm working on. I have a bunch of goals for 2022. So I'm super excited, super energized. As you've seen, I've already... Alexa? 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 Whoa. Alexa? She's just going on and ignoring me. What? Stop.
Stop.
She is possessed. Whoa. Okay. Anyway, yes, I'm super energized. We're doing more videos, we're doing tutorials, we're doing more craft alongs, so all that. Okay, so here we go. Ready? Let me find a piece of cardstock. We had a piece of black cardstock in here. Here we go. Okay, let me cut this smaller so you guys can see it.
just asked her to tell you a story, hysterical something.
Oh, don't even wanna. So the crocodile has two different sides. It's got your oh geez, 1/8 and 3/16 holes, right? So you have the larger hole and you have the smaller hole. You also have this contraption right here that kind of helps you decide how deep you want to go. I never use mine. It's on both sides, but I never use it because I just look through the hole as to where I want to punch and that's it, right? The cubes have different combinations that you can actually have. To insert your eyelids, you want this
Oh, you're
combination
welcome, Mitzi. She said thanks, Maddie, for
right here.
showing it.
You're welcome. Okay, this is the combination you want. Can you see the numbers on the cube? This one says O and that one says 2. Their numbers, let me see how I can show you this. There's a number and a letter on that bottom right hand corner. Come on. Let me try that again. Oh, there you go. Do you see the 2 where it says base? Oh, come on. There. There. You see the number 2 where it says base? Okay, and then on this side, we've got letters. Uh, Here's another side. Come on. Oh, yeah, it's not wanting to focus. There. Okay. But these are the 2 that you want right here. They look just like that. That's how you want to set your crocodile. These are for inserting other different kinds of eyelets, which I never really use. So I just keep mine on that setting. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is you want to punch out your hole, right, wherever it is that you want it. And again, depending on what size eyelet you have, I always use the 3/16. That's what I always purchase. It's just the size that I like. Okay. So there's my hole. This is your eyelet. Now you have choices. Some eyelets just come like this. Some actually come with the ring. Let me find you a ring. Hang on. Let's see if I dump out. Maybe I'll look out. Ah, there's a ring. These are the rings. They're almost like caps that you can put on the back end of them to kind of make them look cleaner. I'll do one with and one without so you can see. I never really use it. See, they just look nice. Just like that to me. But again, everyone, it's a preference, right? Oh, I never knew that. Oh, yeah. You insert your eyelid, right? There it is. You can see that the top is still protruding, right? We're going to have to clamp down. You're going to put the pointy tip through the top. And then the flat piece where it's going to smash the bottom, it's going to go where that is protruding out of. Let's call it the nose, where the nose is sticking out of. So you're going to place it like, I'm trying to stay in camera, like that. Okay. So now all I've done is I put that little tip through the hole. And then I'm just going to squeeze down. And voila, we have an eyelid. Now, let's do it with the backing. Again, we're going to punch out another hole. We're going to put in the eyelid just like we did before. Now, if I want the ring, I just drop the ring on there, okay? And again, it's just a way to make it look not like, see how this little crack happened right here? This kind of helps it look a little bit cleaner. I'm going to do the same thing, inserting the nose and the nose. This time I'm going to work upside down. Well, let me see if I can do it sideways so you guys can still see. See, the ring wants to fall out. Hang on. Oh, I think I can. I'm trying to show it on camera. Okay. So I'm going to insert the little thing in the hole, and then I'm going to bite down. And you see how that ring gives it that finished look, but I don't think it makes a difference to me. It also probably makes it stronger because now it's clamped metal on metal, right? Not metal on paper. I think I would use that for something like fabric that's going to have a lot of opening or tearing and pulling. Like if I want to hang, maybe a loop, and it's going to be a laundry bag, I probably want to use the reinforcers. For paper, I never do. Okay? And there you go. So it's as simple as that. Yes, this is true. The cheaper ones will not do as well. I have noticed that. I bought a bunch of cheap eyelets from a Chinese source, which shall not be named. And oh my gosh, they were garbage. I ended up throwing at least out of every, you have no idea how many projects I had to throw out. I would have my tag ready, I would go to punch, and I would be so frustrated because I was like, what am I doing wrong? And then I figured out they were cheap. So they ruined a bunch of my projects. So they don't have to be like super expensive, but you do want something that's quality. And once you find a brand that you like, I suggest you stick with it. Okay? Yes, exactly. The cheap ones will split apart. Yeah. They'll mess up your work. Oh my gosh, I lost so many projects because of that. So definitely, but the ones that I carry, just so you guys know, are the ones that I use. So that's why I like anything that I have, I like using all of it. The adhesives, the inks, my crocodiles. I like playing with the stuff because I know I can tell you guys, hey, this works. And if it doesn't work for me, then I'm like, oh, I don't even want that in the store. No, thank you. So, trial and error sometimes, guys. Okay. You're so welcome, Mitzi. Oh, I'm so glad I was able to help. See? No, me too, Deborah. I thought it was user error and I was so frustrated. Nope. Then I figured out they were just cheap. Okay. Is there anything else, guys, that I can help you with? If not, I'm going to bid you all adieu and good night. And thank you all so much for joining us. We hope that you have liked it. We hope that you will make it and try some more.
I'm helping you just in case.
Yes. And then don't forget, I'm going to see you all. Oh, before I forget, don't leave me. Don't forget the craft along for the explosion board is on Thursday, right? Yay, Sherilyn. I hope so too. News. Yeah, thank you. Do not forget Thursday, the explosion board class is happening. If you don't have your explosion board, don't worry about it. You can still come and watch the class. It is free, just like this one. It's just a craft along tutorial. It's going to be on Rosie's channel. That's Rosa Kala, Rosie Posey, also as she's known, or Rosie's Crafty Shack. Yep. And let me get you a link for that.
What's the news?
Is that a code to attend or come here? No, you're going to go to Rosie's channel. Let me get you that link. Hang on. And I also shared it on Saturday. So if you play the last 10 minutes of Saturday sale video, you can also see it on there. I got it, baby. I got it. And by the way, if you guys have announcements to make, please make them. I know I missed Lisa's live. I missed Kim's live. I missed Penny's live. I missed everyone's lives. Julie's lives. It's been a crazy week. Before I forget, invoices shall be going out tonight or tomorrow. So be on the lookout for those. I'm going to, as soon as I hop off of here, that's what I'm going to go work on finalizing the invoices.
You just missed it. It's in the front page, Mom.
It was?
Yep. It said she just created it on the bottom.
Where? Here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. Okay, honey. I was in the right place, baby. Hang on. And she also put the link in the group, by the way, for those of you who are in the Facebook group. But if not, let me get it for you.
Kelly said, did you say you had a surprise for the end of this video?
No, I said I have a surprise coming after. I'm going to have a, why are you not working? I'm going to have a, something that I want to show you guys along these lines. I was inspired to do something based on working with this. So stay put. You know what? How about I share it on Saturday?
Yeah. Share it on Saturday.
I'll share it on Saturday.
What time on Thursday to watch?
Okay, now here's the thing with that. Here, hang on, let me put this in first. Rosie's No, let me try
Okay,
caps.
Lisa, tomorrow at 2.
Rosie's channel. So I want to see you all there at Rosie's channel. So make sure you guys click on that, right?
Over there.
Hit the bell. Make sure you, and also be looking for it. No, it's not, it's changed from 6 o'clock. So hear me out. Unfortunately, some of you know that Rosie was very, very sick with COVID. And then, she had a medication, issue, reaction. So she has to go see the doctor. And the only time they could see her was Thursday. So she's still going to do the class because she doesn't want to reschedule it again, but she's moved it up. Let me get you the post and we'll tell you exactly. Where's my phone?
They took away to go to the channel again. So sad, Sherman.
Arc, they took. I know you have to copy and paste or you have to have a link. It drives me nuts when they do that. I don't know why they stopped doing that.
I can't maintain my weight, so I don't eat, Angel says.
I don't want to talk about weight. I don't want to hear any negative words around here. Stop it.
I didn't know it changed.
Yes. She posted in the group. Hang on. Let me find it.
That's the one.
Okay. So she put on here, I would like to thank everyone so much for your prayers. Sorry I did not respond to comments earlier. Where did she update it?
I don't know.
Hang on. Please hold. There it is. So the change is now going to be, we're starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? So 3 p.m. EST. So she's moved it up 3 hours so she could be done and still get to her doctor's appointment. The poor thing. But she just didn't want to reschedule it.
Yep, Kim says that's at 3 Eastern.
Yes, exactly, Kim. Thank you. So make sure you guys put it in your, phones and set your alarms. Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Rosie's channel, which I've given you the link.
Yep,
it's also in the Facebook group. There's an actual post with the link to go directly to that. And you know what? Let me pin it right now up to the top.
Says, will she record it right?
Yes, it'll be alive just like this. So it'll be there for you to refer back to when you get off of work, Angel, for sure. I'm going to pin it up to the featured one. So now it's actually pinned up to the top of the Facebook group. But if you don't have your explosion boards, still come, watch it. Once you've watched it and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to make some of these, or I would like to make some of these, I need this in my life, we have the explosion boards available. You guys are more than welcome to purchase them at any time. Just let me know.
Video stay up, do you know?
Yes, it will stay up. Yep. It sure will. Okay, was there anything else?
I'm sorry, Kim. She says every night we able to.
Oh. Okay, we'll miss you girls. But definitely play it back and rewatch it so you can craft along with her. So that's the announcement Thursday. So I'll see you in 2 days, Lord willing. And
the Tampa Meetup in that group. Yes,
I'll be posting the information and sharing it with you about the Tampa Meetup as well, for those of you who would like to try and make it. And then I'll see you Saturday, of course, right?
The class I bought, what is that?
The class we bought, when is that?
What is it?
Which class? The hunky dory, honey?
Explosion, I think is what she's trying to say. Will you email the link info, please?
To which one, Angel?
I don't know.
The hunky dory? The hunky dory is going to be a private class. And if you got the hunky dory, I think only one person didn't buy the class. Everyone else did. So there's, should be a full class. Yeah. Yep. I will be emailing it. When it comes to the links, I only do that via email. So make sure you be looking for that. That class is going to be Feb what?
I don't know. 7th, I think.
Hang on. I just had my little paper.
The 8th and 7th, I think.
Oh, I am so glad you guys asked me.
What?
Well, good news. We have been actually invited to yet another convention. Yes. And we are going to
Orlando.
We are so, no, not that one. We are so excited. This one is going to have Hunky Dory and a whole bunch of other amazing companies there too. Some of the big boys again. And it just so happened though that it's the same week as the Hunky Dory class. So we've actually moved the Hunky Dory class to Tuesday and Thursday. So it's going to be February 15th. Let me write that down on a sticky so it stays up on the screen.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Hunky Dory is going to be the 15th and the 17th. So it's a Tuesday and a Thursday. Just remember TT, Tuesday, Thursday, and they're both going to be obviously at 6 p. EST.
Thank you, Kim. She put them to 2 and 8 at 6 p.m.
No, that's the one that's been moved because I'm going to be
At the event?
Yeah, I'm going to be at the event that week. So I had to reschedule that one. Super excited. I can't wait.
Did I get the class?
Did I get the class for Hunky Dory?
I think she did.
Michael, is there any way that you can check to see if Miss Deborah Clark got the class for the Hunky Dory? Do you have that list?
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Thank you. Oh, I just lucked out. Michael was down here. Little did he know.
What are you looking for?
I dropped the bone folder. Now I lost the scissors and the bone folder. So make sure you guys write that down too. So this is the Hunky Dory.
Oh, thanks, Angel. She said that. Thank you for sending me the link. I appreciate that.
Oh, of course. My pleasure. And then the explosion. Am I going to misspell it? Probably.
Explosion.
Go ahead and correct me, guys, if I'm wrong. Is, what did I say?
17th, I think you said.
No, woman. You're not helping. You're confusing me. It's going to be the 27th, right? And it's going to be at 3 p.m. EST.
Yeah. No,
Huh?
she did not.
Miss Deborah did not? Oh, Miss Deborah, you're not in that class. I'm sorry, honey. And it's sold out too.
Hi,
Oh, wait.
Yvonne.
No. I take that back.
No, it's not sold out.
Wasn't there a B-Love? Didn't I see this?
Deborah says if not, can I still get the class and the supplies?
I think,
She's
Miss
still
Deborah,
She's still
I think there's one left.
Yes,
When I was actually doing everybody's boxes today, you know, checking in your stuff before sealing the boxes, I found an extra one. I could be wrong. I have to go back and make sure that I didn't short anybody one. So I'm going to go through the list yet again. But if that's the case, I can put this one in your box, Miss Deborah. That's for the class.
If not, can I still have the class and the supplies?
Yeah, I'll take a look and I'll let you know.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hey, Yvonne. Okay, I think those are the announcements. Stay tuned on Saturday. I'm going to reveal probably a little something extra for this.
Yep.
And I'll see you all. Who's got alive? I missed.
Oh, it was Lisa. Lisa said tomorrow
Oh, Lisa.
at 2 Eastern.
Okay, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, there's another bot. Somebody get it. And then I'll take it away.
You're saying?
I'll see you all tomorrow at Lisa's. Yes. Anybody else? Any other announcements before we go?
But I'm not sure.
Let's see. Any other announcements?
You're welcome, Deborah. She says, oh, thank you.
Welcome. Our pleasure. Thank you. All right. Did anybody report that ugly bot? Let me report it. Get him, girls. Report. Okay. All right. That's it. No announcements? Nobody's got anything else cooking? Okay, we're perfect then. Thank you guys so much yet again for joining us. I hope you had a good time. I always have a great time with you guys, whatever we're doing. So thank you. I hope you will give those a whirl. I hope you'll make a bunch and please post them in the Facebook group. I have a couple of things that are coming up also as far as giveaways. The end of the month, Spectrum Art Creations January hashtag is coming up. Use the hashtag for these puppies because that'll get you into the $5 gift card. The fairy jar, I don't even know if we have anybody in the fairy jar this month. It's been so crazy. but also the $3 promo for sharing your hauls is getting ready to wrap up at the end of the month. So all those people who have made videos and have used a hashtag, et cetera, will actually get an automatic $3 off of their invoice. So make sure you guys are doing those as well. And oh, we've got the snarky napkin um, giveaway also coming because some of you have come up with some funny taglines for those for that napkin. So I'm going to be giving that away. And then I think there was one other one that I was going to do. Oh, yes, there's a hidden giveaway. I know which
Yeah,
one. So we've got all kinds of giveaways coming up at the end of the month. And don't forget, the end of the month, the last Sunday is bingo night. So make sure you guys, yeah, come back for
fun.
bingo on the last Sunday of the month. And we'll do all those giveaways then. All right. Thank you guys. Have a
Thank
blessed
you.
night. Love you guys lots. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.